everyone, Jenny here with Sipping Streams Tea Company, and today I'm covering the topic of why you might be interested in learning how to taste tea properly. Most people think tea is just some leaves, and you throw it in some hot water, and that's it. And for the most part that is, but a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot of nuances into appreciating the fine, delicate characteristics of different types of teas. And so I'm here today to tell you why you might be interested in learning about how to taste tea properly. Most of the time, people don't realize that you actually need to weigh out your tea if you want to professionally taste tea. So I have a gram scale here, and most teas are 2.5 grams per 8 ounces of hot water. So I have some professionally cupping sets here. It's a little cup with teeth in it, and it's got a lid and a nice big bowl that you decant, or that means remove the tea into there to separate the tea leaves. So I have 2.5 grams of jasmine pearls green tea. So you'll see that they're rolled into these perfect little pearl shapes, and they're actually hand rolled, believe it or not. So that does take a lot of time and energy to do that. You want to set your digital kettle, or whatever kettle you have. If you have just a pot with water, you want to use a thermometer to make sure that you use just steaming hot water, so about 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So I have my digital kettle set, and you want to pour your water over it. And for green teas, you want it at 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. You don't want much more than that, because that's usually the universal steeping of green tea. So about 2 minutes, depending on the type of tea. And then I brought you some clear mugs so you can see how the tea leaves expand. So after about 2 minutes, you'll want to decant the water. So you can empty it out into the bowl or rest it there. And I have one made already. And observations that you'll want to make is, how does it smell? How does it look like before it's wet? Are the leaves even? Are they uneven? Because that definitely changes the way that the tea will taste. So if the tea leaves aren't all about the same size, there's going to be different leaves that open at different rates. That means infusing, and that flavor is released. So some people like to taste teas based off of appreciating where it's from. Some people like tea because of its health benefits, so there's different reasons of why you'd want to know the strength of your tea for the potency of it. Some people want to, they think a certain tea doesn't taste like how it smells. And so it's very tightly rolled. It's almost like it self-vacuum seals itself, so you don't actually get the full flavor of it until maybe the second or third steeping. So most people don't realize your teas can be re-steeped multiple times. So I have here one that is a light infusion, and this is both jasmine pearls, and one that is a longer infusion. And so you'll see here, these are the exact same teas, the same weight, 2.5 grams, same batch of tea, and they look way different. One is going to taste stronger than the other, but you can't always tell by looking at it. I only know it's stronger because this one steeped for about 4 to 5 minutes versus this one, which was only about a minute. So that will play into how that tea balances out, is that timing. And you also want to smell the aroma of the tea leaf, and that kind of gives you hints of how the strength of that tea is going to last. So some people like to learn how to taste teas based off of value, based off of how long that tea will last, and if it really is as tightly rolled as it says. Because if it's not very tightly rolled, it's very fluffy, so it takes up volume. So you think you're buying all this tea, but when you weigh it, it actually isn't that much tea. So you kind of are paying more per weight than if you got something that was very dense and tightly rolled. Some people want to taste tea to taste to see if there was any, say it was an organic tea and tastes very chemically, then maybe someone either lied about being organic certified or that it was contaminated in a tea shop that leaves batches and batches of tea leaves just open all day, which means it absorbs different flavors, it absorbs flavors and aromas of its neighbors, and that it is losing its essential oils. It's just evaporating into the air. So other ways that you want to taste tea is to know what it completely tastes like. And when I say that, that is more for professionals who are in the industry who want to learn more about the batches of tea that they got to see if it's the same from year to year or from batch to batch. So sometimes people will mix the teas together with different cheaper quality teas only to make it stretch out further, because maybe that's all they got and they don't want the person buying to be upset with them. There's so many different reasons why you'd want to taste tea properly. So just looking at the colors here, I'll kind of pour these back into their bowls. And if you have any questions at all, please write them down below. I'm going to also decant the leaves into these glass cups so you can see the differences. Oh, actually, they're so small, I might as well just put them on the plate. So here, they still look super tightly rolled. They haven't even opened up all the way. This one that had a longer steeping time, you can see has much greater volume. So lots of space it takes up, not much space. So you can see here with the same amount of tea leaves, this one's got more steepings that it can go through. And this one is almost opened up all the way. It's still got a lot of flavor because it's still pretty tight, but this was the same exact tea. So you can see here that this one's got more steepings, more cups of tea it can make, and this one's got a little less, but it's probably a lot stronger. So some people like to professionally taste the teas to find out what they appreciate. And other ways that you can tell good quality tea is actually looking in the liquid itself. Do you see sticks? Do you see rocks? Do you see it very clean? Is it crisp? Is it shiny? Now, this is the same exact tea. All I did was steep them at different times. Like this one to me is really light and mild. For people who like more of a stronger jasmine flavor, you'll probably want it steeper at a longer time. So those are some of the reasons why people want to taste tea properly. Not only that, is people don't realize that if you don't slurp the tea, you aren't necessarily spraying the tea all over your palate to get a full flavor. So you didn't see me slurp it. I was mostly drinking it for the viscosity, for the feel, the mouth feel. But this is how you might slurp it. And that air pulls it through and sprays it all across the whole tongue so you get a full flavor of the sweet, of the astringency, of the salty notes, the floral notes. And there's so many things that go into how to professionally taste tea. So if you want to learn more about how to professionally taste tea, check out our Kickstarter below, and you can also text in SIP tea to 44222. So if you want to text SIP tea to 44222, you'll learn a lot more about tea, more information about us educating you about tea, and if you want to learn more about our new program that we're trying to get funded, definitely check it out. It's on Kickstarter right now, and we definitely need your help to launch this brand new program. But if you want to learn more about how to professionally taste tea with me, also text in SIP tea to 44222. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.